Hi guys, it's Tasha. If you're new to my channel, welcome to the crib. For my returning positive supporters and subscribers, welcome back. Come on in and get comfortable. Guys, I started on a project and I forgot to start the camera, so please forgive me. I'm making these things. Let me find one. This was my my tester right here. These are traveler's notebooks, but they only have one signature and one folder. And I was just trying to see if I was going to like these and make these for the craft fair. Dina, I think it's Crafty Crafts by Dina. She did this. And I had thought about doing this, but I said, you know what, I don't know. And you know what, I'm going to stop second guessing myself. But I actually love these. This one is not finished, but this is how it's gonna kind of look. And I used I used this paper, this sheet of paper right here, because the unicorn is on the back. That's why I said this was my tester. And that unicorn is so cute. Wouldn't that have been perfect for the front cover? But of course, the way he was positioned on the paper, he ended up being on the back of the book. And if I had been thinking, I probably could have put a doily or even put like one of the cutouts from the paper on the front cover or something like that, but I wasn't. But now I am, so I'm going to try to keep this going. I just put a paper clip right there to hold this little cutout in place. And this stretchy cord, this is the one I got from BB Crafts, so I'm using the pink and the white here. Listen to the pink and the white. The white and the pink. I'm looking at both of them. So those are the colors that I'm using right now to do these. And I got all of these keychains from Dollar Tree. And like these right here even came from, I got these from like Office Depot when they were on sale. They was getting rid of them. And they were like $1 a piece. And let's see, another Dollar Tree one right here with some ears on it. I think that'd be cute on one of them. You know, they got the different shaped ones, the hearts. I got some that I picked up on sale, like this one. This one was on sale at Michael's. This one was a Michael's one that was on sale. So they were fairly inexpensive, but I still have a lot of these things that I need to just go ahead on and get rid of, or get them out of my stash. Let me put it that way, because when I say get rid of, it just doesn't make it sound so good. Even these right here. Let me see, do I have one that's not? Look, here's a shoe. Do I have one that's not in the paper? Probably somewhere. And let me just put that on there. Here we go. So you can see that one. And it's really cute. So I'm trying to make enough of these. And I may make a few of the 3 signature ones to sell at the craft fair, but not many because they didn't really sell that way. I've sold a couple, but it wasn't like the smaller gratitude notebooks and the Christmas journals and the gratitude journals that did. They did absolutely well. They sold out first. But I thought this was cute. Let me see if I can find the paper pad. Here we go. Oh, what's left? What's gonna be left out? Because I'm gonna use this entire paper pad up. I'm trying to see if I can find this. Here we go. This is the pad that I'm using. This DCWV stack. Let me see if I can get that in there. Is that there we go. And it's called Unicorns and Rainbows. And it has 36 sheets and they're double-sided, and that was the great thing. All of the sheets are double-sided. Some have glitter, some don't, but that's why I chose this. And I'm actually moving away from single-sided craft paper, but it's good on certain things, like when you have to cover, like when I have to cover these things when I do my Christmas journals. This is fine to cover using a single-sided sheet, but double-sided sheets, you got something on both sides, is just the best thing. So I went looking specifically for double-sided uh, paper pads, and I did find some, even some Christmas one from last year. I have those, and I'm going to be making some projects with those as well. But let me take this. I take this off. I just rolled up some of the paper that was left over from here and put it in the pen. And this is not by any stretch finished, because I haven't done the page marker. I haven't made any paper clips to go with this. I have to do that, because that's what I do with, well, I don't say do. When I did my journals last year, that's what I did. I used the scraps and made page markers and paper clips. So, and I just stuck this in there. Let me move this out the way, because I didn't mean for that to be in there. But this is how it's looking right now, and I gotta put some more adhesive. So I don't think my adhesive that I'm using is gonna work too well with this glitter paper right here. So I know next time to not, look, it just came off. I know next time not to use this paper as a base for anything, because I had it stuck on using art glitter glue, as a matter of fact, like so, like that. But this is one of the notebooks that I got, like these composition books that you can get at Walmart and at Dollar General. So those are what I was using, and I tried to match the composition book actually with the paper, even though it's gonna still be, I'm still going to cover it. So I don't know. Don't even ask. Oh, you know why? Because on the inside, when it opens up, come on, that's the color. That color still would be seen. So that's why I tried to match the cover. Okay, see, there's a method to my madness. It is. But this is how it will look. I got the pockets here. So each one will have two pockets. A pocket here in the front, a pocket here in the back. If I can get it in there. Where that thing at? Pocket in the front, pocket in the back. It has the notebook here, which has lined paper. Let me open it up. So it has lined paper here. And then the folder. And here's the folder. You can put stuff on either side. So right now, this is what it's looking like, even though it's not finished. And I don't know how I'm gonna get this this thing to stick on here. I may have to use like some E6000 or something to get it stuck on there, but it's gonna get stuck. I ain't playing with it. So, but like I said, I forgot to start the camera recording while I was doing these other ones, because I was doing like what they call it, you know, when you put stuff in order, and that's what you do. So here are some covers that I've done already. So I've done, oh, my arm, I've done 10. I've cut out 10 covers. So I have 2 of these, 2 of this one. Let me put it right here. Did we get all of the other one? All the ones with popsicles? Really pretty colors, bright, cheerful. This one, I have 2 of these, I have 2 of these, and 2 of these. And I did that because it seemed like the younger kids were making the decisions to buy stuff, and the adults were just buying stuff for them. So I wanted to have some really bright, fun, cheery, pretty things for the kids. And that's why I pulled out all of these things, because I got probably about 30 or 40 of these, and they need to go. They need to be out of my stash. They've been hanging on my door for long enough, and I've enjoyed them and they've enjoyed me, so it's time for them to go. So, but let me tell you about this cover, because I've already cut these out without recording it and showing you guys anything. And I didn't figure none of this out until I had done these first 5. But at least I still have these to show you guys. Now, I cut out this paper, and this is according to Dina. I'm using her instructions and her measurements. I cut out the cover at 11 inches wide by 7¼ inches high. And I have 3 score marks that you probably won't be able to see, but you may have 3 score marks. And it's scored at 5¼ 5½, and 5¾ and that's the biggest part. And I laminated it. This is a 3mm laminate sheet. I use my Fellows laminator to laminate them. And this, so right now this is what I got. And I'm using my, what is this? Is this a Big Bite or something? Whatever this thing is. Because I couldn't find my crocodile, which is not a bad thing, because I wouldn't be able to get the holes in the middle. But I got this thing, and I kind of just finagled my way around it to get everything to where it needed to be. It's kind of like trial and error. So if you, let me see if you'll be able to see this. To put my middle hole, I just put it right there. I didn't measure anything. If you see, I put a little black line right there so I wouldn't forget. And that's, can you see that? That's where my middle hole is. And to do the 2 holes on each end, like the 2 holes that'll be down here, I just put, let me see if I can do this. Okay, well, you know where the hole is, right? The smallest, what is it, 1/8 inch hole on this thing? Can you see that? I doubt it. You got 2 holes here, a bigger one and a smaller one. And I'm using the smaller one for my holes for the stretchy cord. And I think I just put the bottom of the paper right over there, and then I punched, and that's just so that it will all be kind of even. So let me see if I can do that right quick. So let me use another one. I'm trying to not mess up, and it's kind of hard to see my score lines. So, but this should be fairly okay. So I'm here where I need to be as far as length. Now I just need to find the line, because I put it right in the middle. And I don't push it through until I'm sure that I'm on that third line, I mean the middle line, and not one of the other ones. And I hope I don't mess up with you guys on camera. But I still have them in here, and they're still close to the bottom. So that's the first 2. Here's the middle one right here, and then here's those 2 at the top. So I'm going to now choose, I wish I had some purple paper, some purple stretchy cord. What I have discovered for my bands or my cords or whatever, what I have discovered that if I take a 14-inch piece, that works out for the jump band, for the band that holds the book closed. And if I take an 18.5-inch piece, or 18.5, that's without stretching, just making sure that it's long, that is good to make the the bands to hold the signature and the folder in place. Guys, I apologize. Not my battery didn't die. The camera just turned off. And I'm just going on and on and on. So let's get into putting, let's get into threading these. I'm gonna try the pink first. So I'm just gonna bend these. Oh, have mercy. I had to figure out how to work this so that I won't be all the way at the camera angle all the time. So I'm just gonna bend these. So just pay attention, Tasha. So that we'll have that part. Okay. So I'm gonna take, I think I said the pink. I'm gonna take one of the 14 inches for the jump band. And I'm gonna shut my door. And I went and got a lighter from my son. And you see the fuzzies on here? Can you see the fuzzies? All I'm gonna do basically is get rid of the fuzzies. And that's enough to keep the band from raveling. Can you see that? They're just fuzzies just gone. That's it. That's all I do. And for the jump band, I just tie a knot at the end, like so. Pull it tight. Start on the inside of the cover. Push it through the hole in the middle. Pull, and that's the one that will keep your cover closed, like so. Okay, just like that. Now the longer band, the longer piece, which is the 18.5 inch piece, we're going to use to thread to hold the signatures. I always start on the outside and work my way in. And then in here, I'm going to cross the top to the inside. And on this side too, because I started on the outside here, just across here. Come on. To the inside. And we have them here where they both really meet at. I pull it a little bit. I tie a square knot. I think that's what it's called. Pull, put these two together. I cut them evenly, and then I use a lighter to get rid of the fuzzies and to keep it from fraying. That's it. And if you are under the age of 18, please have somebody with you if you're trying this. And then that's when you just take the book, make sure you have the right side of your cover, and that your book is on the right side, especially if it's one of these and it doesn't really say what's the front, what's the back. So make sure you turn it the right way. Make sure you got the correct orientation. Put that in there. And there you go. That's the first part of this. So what I'm going to do now is get ready to show you how I'm going to do the folder. Okay, so to start the folders, I've already cut this paper. This paper is 11 inches wide by 10 1/4 inches. So what we're going to do is, let me get my folder here, my Martha Stewart. Ooh, Lord, y'all, this has been through some things, okay? So don't talk about my baby, because she's still working. This is the Martha Stewart scoreboard. And let me find, I got a bone folder. I don't think this came with it, but if I'm not mistaken, I got this as a Secret Santa, one of those Secret Santa swap things, and I try my best to keep up with my bone folders. I had 3 up here, but this one I like better for working with this, and this one, you know, it'll do the same thing. It'll keep me from cutting through the paper. If you have thinner paper, you probably want a bone folder that's a little bit wider on the end, because I'm heavy-handed and I will slice through that paper. If this was thinner paper, I would use that, but because this is thick paper, I need one that's a little bit thinner, and I can make that good crease. So anyway, we're going to start on the 11-inch side, which is this one. So it's 11 inches this way, it's 10 1/4 this way. So I'm going to score at a 1/2 inch on both sides. 11. There we go. Oops. And see, that's the only thing I don't like about this. Let me turn it over, because it has what's this glitter on this side, and it kind of disrupts. It was, you know, bouncing me around. So let me just do it on this side without the glitter. There we go. And you're going to turn it on. Oh, before you do this, make sure that if you have a particular pattern, that your pattern is going in the right direction, because you're going to make a 3-inch fold line where it's going to fold up to make your pockets, and you don't want the part that's supposed to be at the top on the bottom for your pockets. So this one doesn't have anything like that, so I'm just going to score my 3 inches here. Okay, and I'll just put this in here for right now. Put this on the floor. And so these bottom pieces we're going to cut away, and I'm actually going to cut at an angle as well. Let me look at this. Did I do this right? Yeah, that looks about right. It just looked a bit large to me. But I'm going to, let me see, I'll hold it up here. I'm going to cut it at a small angle, like right here. Can you see that? I'm gonna cut it at an angle, and I'm actually gonna cut on that side to cut this little piece off here, and that's just to cut down on the bulk for me. Some people could probably cut on the line and it works fine, but y'all know anything like that, it's gonna be a problem for me. So I'm gonna do it again on this side. Go. So now it's looking like what this. I would normally do is fold. Okay, you see how it's looking, right? Because you fold it up, they're your pockets, and you need to cut that out. So I would normally do is, because this one has a fold line, I went on and I went ahead on and used the scoreboard and scored down the middle. So from right here, I could just cut it out. Just make it easy. Start at the fold and go up. And you can even round the corners if you want to. And this is not straight. Oh my God, I hate it. I hate it. I cannot cut straight. If it was rounding the other way, I wouldn't care, but it's not rounding that way. Okay. And now it looks like this. So from here, you would fold it up like this. Everything else is normal. Fold it here. Do your scoring and your varnishing. Do your snipping here, just like before, and cut your V. Okay, and take your adhesive, whether it be a wet glue, a stick glue, glue runner, glue tape, double-sided sticky tape, whatever it is, and this is where you would adhere these. So I'm going to take this and varnish these down. And this doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to be laminating this entire sheet. Okay, there we go. Fold this on the score line, 1/2, and I'm going to take this thing and round the corners because you don't want to stay on my face. Round both the corners at the same time. There we go. And that was the easy way to put that V in there, or this thing, so that your pockets would be like that. Okay, so it's still warming up. I'm gonna go off camera because I have 8 more to make, and I will be back. I just pulled the last of the 10 folders from the laminator, and here they all are. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And what I'm going to do with these now is take, where's my paper trimmer? Take my paper trimmer. Here we go. And I'm going to show you real quick how I'm going to trim these. And I'm only going to do one because, like I said, I have 10 to do. So, you guys, if you've done this before, you know about that little bubble. You just don't want to pierce the bubble. I want to get as close to the bubble as I can without piercing the bubble. And I just put it on the line. I just lined the paper itself up with right there. And that seems to be a perfect combination for me. Try it if you want. If it don't work for you, do what works for you. I got this thing. I will pick up a janky one, right? That don't want to act right. So I'm just going to trim this away. Make sure this is straight. And then, of course, that's the top. And this is how it looks right now. I'm just going to fold this, and I'm just going to take my scissors and just go around the bubble just to take off the little sharp edge. Oh, shoot, I'm sorry. I'm just taking off this little sharp edge right here. Okay, here are all 10 folders. Now we have to release the pocket. And shut my door. Where is my X-Acto knife? Here's one of them. Here's the one. We're gonna take, oops, we're gonna take this one. We're gonna take the cute one. So here's my X-Acto knife. And let me reposition the camera. Give me a minute. Bear with me, guys. Got stuck in the way and everything. Zoom in a little bit. Okay. So what I do, and I'm only gonna be able to do one. I'm gonna try to do this one. What is that? I'm gonna try to do one on camera because it's hard for me to do because I have to be down because I can't see. What I do is just stay along this line, and once I feel the pocket pop, that's when I go ahead on and cut. And I'm not pushing very hard. And actually, I wished I had another ruler, because I've seen people use rulers, and that seemed like to me would help a lot. I'm gonna make sure I pop the little bubble here, and I don't know if you heard that or not, but it makes a little pop, little noise when it pops. So we're just gonna get this done.
Boy.
Okay. And there we go. There's a pocket. I'm just gonna do that one because I'm not good at this. I think my head was all in the way when I was down here trying to do it. So I'm gonna look at the video, make sure, and if it was, I'll come back. But if not, we're gonna keep this moving. Okay, got these all done, and the trick is gonna be to pick which one goes where. That's gonna be the kicker. See, this one has donuts on the outside, donuts on the inside. I don't know if I wanted to have donuts. Maybe if I used the one with the popsicles. Let's see how that works. Okay, and the pockets are all been released. And okay, let me position. Oops, y'all, I'll keep doing this. Let me position it right. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is get all the papers so we can start to cover the composition books. Ooh, y'all, my son just brought this back for me to eat. We got some pork neck bones, rice, and cabbage. But with being on keto, I can't eat the rice. I'm not going to eat the rice, but I am going to eat this cabbage right here. So I'll be back to what we were doing after I see about this plate right here. Okay, guys, we're back. Let me adjust this camera a little bit. Okay, I guess it is adjusted. Okay, so these books measure 10 by, I think it was 7? Yeah. They measure 10 by 7. So what I'm going to do is cut my papers to trim these at 10.5 by 7.5 because I need the extra so that I, can cover the book because I will mess up something. Now I only had 9 sheets of the paper left, so in order to cover that last book, I'm going to have to use one of the cutouts pages, and they had 4 of these. Why they have 4 pages of this, I don't know, but they had 4. I've cut up one, so I got 2 left to make cutouts to the other for the other 10 books if I need to. So I'm finna get started, and I'm about to cut these out at 7.5 by 10.5. Pages cut here, and again, I'm just gonna do just one book, and I'm gonna show you how I put the adhesive on my book so that I can get it ready to be covered. All right, let me move that out the way. All right, where's my thing? I'm gonna take my 5 guys. Hope I can keep up with it. So this is how I did it last year, and so I'm doing it again this year. Okay, I'm gonna take this and because I'm not taking anything loose or anything like that. So I start at the spine. Then I wrap it on around. Okay, and I'm gonna do a line here. As close to the edge as I can get it. I'm going to do one here. One here. I'm gonna have to be a little bit more careful the next time because I didn't take that other one all the way over to the end. And just put one here, like so. That's just on GP. Do the same thing to the other side. As close to the edge as I can get it. And one in the middle. Okay. Let me just rub these down, especially right here. Just rub these down a little bit. Make sure we got some good adhesion going on. I'm cutting everything with my nails. Okay. I'm going to take this first one. Let me see. I forgot which one I was going to use. With which one? Which one goes in the orange book? Hold on. It was sitting in front of my face and it was this one. So my battery is actually blinking in the red. I'm gonna see how far I can get. At least to get it covered anyway. So, and it's gonna go into this one. So let's see. Let's just take this one. Donuts, flowers. Okay, we'll take this one. And what I do is just kind of, I don't really put a crease in it, but I do bend it a little bit just so I know where it is. I take the adhesive off here, off the spine. I roll it back on the top. On both ends. And on both sides. Now this just helps me to keep it on here, because trust me, I can mess up some stuff, okay? Right here and right here. Alright, so I'm trying to make sure that the design is the way that I want it. And I want it like, I don't know. I'm gonna do it like this. And I just put it right here in the middle. Sit it right in the crease. See what I'm talking about? That's what I'm talking about right there. And then I start from the spine and move forward. And now I can peel these pieces off, like this one here. I can peel this piece off, peel this piece off, peel this off. And if my battery wasn't going crazy, I would put something right here. But I'm just gonna go ahead and push that to the front like so. Turn this side over and do the same thing. Peel this piece off, pull that off, pull this off, and pull this off. Come on. Good jeez. Okay, this all. Push this to the front like so. And the book is covered. Now take my scissors and cut away the excess paper. And there we go. Here's our book. Get it on the right side here. And we're gonna put it in here. There we go. Now we have, oops. Okay. All right, here's our little one signature TN. Okay, guys. Here are the almost completed books. I have 10 of them. Let me see if I can show them to you. They just everywhere. They don't want to stay. But there are 5 designs so far. The insides are different. Let's see. Popsicle and this thing. Okay. So here's one, and I'm not gonna open all of them, but I'm just gonna I might as well open them all. And this is the signature, and that is the folder. But they're all different on the inside. None of them are the same. Signature, folder. Signature, folder, that's my little grandson. I don't know what he's talking about. Signature, folder, signature, folder. Okay, guys, that is the end of this part of this video. The next one may be, or I will do one that's showing me making parts for these, like the paper clip and the page marker. Let me show you how much paper I have left. Now I have 2 sheets left of the paper, and those are cutouts. Just 2 sheets of cutouts. And here they are right here. So this is these are the only full sheets that I have left. Just these 2 sheets of cutouts right here. And they are double-sided as well. But I have these scraps. And some of these are fairly nice sized pieces right here. And then I have these right here. So I know I'm going to do page markers for the 10 and some bows, make some bow clips. And if you guys can think of anything else, let me know. Maybe just punch out some hearts or some stars or something like that to make an additional clip. Just let me know, okay? So whatever, if you can come up with something, just let me know, and I can use, because I want to use up more of this paper. I don't want to throw it out. I want to use as much of it as I can. When it says scraps, I actually want it to look like some scraps. Like there is nothing else I can get out of this. Alrighty, guys.